Hey everybody, Zeek here. Today I'm going to go over how to get very far to a high wave in Infinite solo. You can also do it with other people, but it doesn't really seem to make a difference. I've done it with people bringing just the best damage units in the game, and we don't get any further. So, wave 135 seems to be an easy wave to get to with the units I have, and so I'm going to go over what units I have and what orbs I have on them. Most of them are available. Well, I would say half of them are available right now in the shop. So we'll go over to summon real quick, and I'll show you. So special summon characters. So here's Gojo. This is Gojo. He's hiding his face right here, but that's Gojo. All right. So that's one. Okay. Let's see. On this screen, there's nobody that I'm using, and on this screen, okay. Here's Mochi. I'm using Mochi, and Poochie is not available right now, unfortunately. But on the next screen, I believe there's Legendary Leader Path or Madara 7, whatever you want to call him. So there, that's my main unit. Ewatch or the Almighty, he was on a star pass, and so he's not really available at all. So you're kind of out of luck with that one if you don't have him already. Poochie is a 7-star, but he just is not in the summon right now. And then Jeff Bezos or Speedwagon, whatever you want to call my Santa Claus looking unit down here. He's just Jeff's CEO, the normal money unit that everybody has. I only take this one money unit. That's all you'll need to do this method. So that's that. As far as the orbs go, I'm using the Ultra Magic Orb, which is, I think it's from one of the random boss raids, if I remember right. I don't remember exactly where I get all these things. That just I do a mission and then I forget about it. This is the Super Blue Eye Orb. I know it has no blue in it at all, but this is the Super Blue Eye Orb. And it is, you get this from the Prestige in World 1. You have to earn levels, and then you go talk to a guy, and he'll say, "Oh, are you level this?" And if you are, then you can ask him for a gift. And there are 5 units that you can get through doing that, and none of them are really that important to have. But there is this Super Blue Eye Orb, and then there's one that you can. He'll offer a gift, a riches, or power. So if you ask for the gift, you get the Super Blue Eye Orb. If you ask for the riches, you get a bunch of gems and you get a bunch of stardust. And if you ask for the power, then you're going to get a new unit. And one of the new units is decent. It's there's a JoJo based character that has a time stop, and he has an ultimate time stop, which is nice. But otherwise, I would just stick with the gift and the riches. Then we have Mochi, and he's the previously Katakuri, but he's no longer supposed to be based on Katakuri. But I have the regular Blue Eye Orb on him, which is just an orb you make with regular farming, and you make it at the orb making place, which is, I think, in World 1. I think today, I don't know where it is today anymore. I haven't made an orb in so long. This is Poochie. This guy, Lucci Heaven. And I have the Rage Orb on him, which I think is Trial 75, maybe Trial 70, something like that. It's the one based on Mugen Train from Demon Slayer, and it's not that hard to beat. If you haven't beat it, you just take if you don't have Tanjiro 7-star, just take Jackson, the Mugen. He's based on Muzan. Let's see, I think he's a 5-star. Oh, there he is, right there. This guy. So you just take him, and he can actually carry the whole thing for you. And he's available in the regular summit every once in a while, so he's not hard to get. Okay, so let's see. So that's that orb. Then this is the Prey Eye orb. This is one that you just make, and it does. I don't even know what it does. What does it do? Initial range 10%, cost minus 50, and initial damage plus 15%. So it's not that great of an orb, but it just gives him a little. He costs what, $50 less. Yeah, I don't even know why I have it on Ewatch. But anyway, Ewatch is the meta buff unit in the game right now. He does 300% buff, and he also buffs your range, I think, by 40% when he's activated. So that's good. Then this is Jeff CEO, and I have the Ultra Cost Orb, which Ultra Cost Orb does reduce total cost universally by 15%, and you get that also from the I think it's Random Boss Rush 2 is where you get that. So Random Boss Rush 1, you're going to get this orb, and Random Boss Rush 2, you get, oops, not that orb, this orb here. And I don't think, and these, like I said, these 3 units right here are available in the special summon right now, and today is August 3rd of 2024. If they're not available when you're watching this video, I apologize, but not much I can do about it. I did not make the game. And I'm not going to play with those guys right now. So right now, I'm going to show you how to solo to wave 135. You can play with other people, by the way. You can use this same method with other people, but if I'm playing with other people, it's going to be more confusing to watch. So I just figured I'd show it to you solo, and then. But I've found that you can do the same exact method with other people. You're going to get just as far. You're not going to get farther, because no matter what damage, the units that are coming out at wave 133 are so strong that you're not going to kill them with whatever damage you bring. We're going to let the first few units get through to the exit, just because farming is more important to me at that point, and they don't do enough damage that I care. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to place a Poochie right here. Alright, and we'll keep farming. Poochie can pretty much carry. He's one of those units that does a machine gun fire. He shoots really fast. His SPA is 0.1 second, and it's only 680 something damage, but when you're doing it 0.1 seconds, it's 6,000 a second. So, whoopee. I like to be done farming by wave 13 or 14. So I really sit here and I spam it until it's done. So you see that powerful unit coming around the corner. Okay, so we're done. We're going to go ahead and pop him twice. And there we go. And there went the powerful unit. And now he can cover while I place down mochis. So I'm going to go here, going to place a mochi here. Okay. And he only costs like 15,000 to max out, and we have several hundred thousand, so let's just get it done. One there. One here. And pay attention to where I'm placing these because it matters. Because Mochi is, when they changed the look of Mochi, they also changed what he does. He no longer does slow the same way that BB6 or most of the slow units do the slow. He does wax slow, and it wears off after, I believe it's 36 seconds. And so if you just group them like you would a BB6, you group all your BB6s at the beginning so that he just nails everybody and then they're slow forever, that wouldn't work because it would wear off after 36 seconds and then they're not slow for the rest of the round. So you need to spread them out so that it's getting so the slow is getting redone every few seconds. So you can see that I spread them all out so that they'll get hit by this one, then by this one, then by this one, then by this one. And these, they look like they're far apart, but if you look, they overlap. So that's the range of that one, and that's the range of that one. So they're actually overlapping quite a bit. Then this one over here. So they're getting slowed quite a bit. So I've noticed that it works pretty effectively to have them where I've put them. Now I'm placing the Gojos right now. I do 4 upgrades, and if you use Gojo 7-star, you'll understand why 4. So I go 1, 2. He doesn't have his mini domain yet. Then on the third one, he gets his mini domain, but it's small. So there's his domain, and then you do 1 more upgrade, and basically his range covers most of the map. So that's why I use the 4th upgrade. Of course, that's using the super blue eye orb. Great. So my game lagged and I accidentally put all my money into this one Gojo, which isn't the worst thing because I usually upgrade a Gojo anyway. Oh, there it goes. My game is lagging. I don't know why it's lagging. Oh, it's probably lagging because I'm recording a video right now, so my computer's like, hey. This is hard. There we go. Okay, good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and now is when I usually go ahead and place down an E-watch. So I'm taking E-watch and I line it up with this road, and I line it up with the corner of this. This is usually where I put it, right there. Bing, bing. Then he has to go to the 5th upgrade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's when he gets his ability. Okay. The Almighty. And basically what his buff does is it buffs all units 300, so they get a 300% buff, which is to say that they're if they have a 300% buff, it doesn't multiply their attack by 3. It multiplies their attack technically by 4, because it adds whatever their hit is. It adds 300% of that hit to their hit, so they're gonna get three times their hit added. That's what it means by 300%. So it's not multiplying his hit by 3. So anyway, so that's a good thing. And then he also does a range buff of, I think it's 40%. I could be wrong about that, so you can type down in the comments below if you know that I'm wrong about Ewatch's range buff. I think it's a 40% range buff, but it could be 30% or 35%. I don't know what it is really, but I know it makes the range quite large. So I'm pretty sure Gojo. So remember I showed you Gojo's range a few minutes ago, and it almost covered the map. Now you can see that it very well covers the map. It's like the whole map is Gojo-fied. And so when I start the time stopping, which is going to be around wave 101, is usually when I start time stopping. Basically, I'll catch the whole map in a time stop loop, so that's good. Okay, now that I have all that down, so remember because of my lag, this guy got more money than he was really earning. He was really deserving. So he's going to be the one that's going to be my nuke guy. So I'm going to keep him. I'll keep him there, and I'm just going to crank him up. I'm going to give him his max. I'll give him the max. I'll max him out, and he'll be my my Gojo nuke guy later on. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and place down Madara. And I've played around with where to place Madara, and I've pretty much been happy placing him right here. And I don't know why. Usually this is the center, but for some reason with Madara, when I place him here, he doesn't cover the start. But if I place him here, he covers it. He gets everything covered. So that's where I'm placing him. And I've been placing him here for a while, and he's been getting the job done. He does his work. The dude does his work, man. Give him a break. But you can see that I'm almost around the front here, and I'm almost around the back here. So he has 2 more upgrades coming up, and I believe once I'm done, he covers everything. And I believe he gets pretty close to covering the back over here too. Oh, maybe not. Did it get a range boost? I don't even remember. I don't know why. I know I was trying to figure out a place where he covered everything, and this is where I found at one point. But I could be completely insane. I would not doubt that at all. In fact, I would be a proponent to saying that I am probably insane. Probably completely. Alrighty. Okay. Okay, so he just has 1 more upgrade, and I guess he doesn't have any more range increase. But But see, even though it didn't say he was going to get a range buff from that, so I did that one. I just did one upgrade just now since I showed you last time, and now he's covering all the way over the back, all the way to the front, and just about, except for, whatever, 3 steps, all the way to the exit. So maybe my insanity is... I'm still insane. So I think it's around wave 74, 75 is when I get to max him out, and then I will start working on the 8 million I need to max out Gojo over here. But there is definitely a method to the madness over here. So Madara has 2 abilities. Well, legendary leader path, whatever you want to call him. He's Madara. To be honest, I don't even know what anime he's Madara from, but everyone refers to him as Madara, and I don't even know what anime it's from. If you want to comment on that down below, please feel free. But anyway, he has 2 abilities. One is called Suku, and Suku, what it does is it stops everybody for I think it's 30 or 40 seconds. Stops the entire map for 30 or 40 seconds, and he can use that ability in conjunction with Gojo's ability, which stops everybody for 60 seconds. Okay, so if you use them liberally, like you use them quite a bit, then you're going to get quite a bit of time stop, which is going to add to your how long you're able to play and how long you're doing damage for. And then in addition to their time stops, you have Mochi doing his wax slow, so they're already walking super slow, and when they finally do get to the back here, we have Pucci or Lucci or whatever he's called, who is going to do a universe reset, and when he does universe reset, he takes everybody and shoves them back into the entrance, and they have to start their whole life over. They do get fully revitalized, so whatever damage has been done to them by the time they get here, when he does universe reset, they're fully healthy again coming out of start, but they have to run the whole track again, and so that's why you're able to get to wave 135. So we'll cover that in a minute. I experimented a little bit with not using the buff guy, not using Ewatch, and I brought Diavolo because he has some reverse abilities, and I also tried bringing. I have like almost all the 7 stars. I have like 30 something of them. I tried bringing Emir, which is the one. She does all the summoning. She summons a whole bunch of stuff, and that didn't seem to work out. I tried her for quite a bit because she has lots of different abilities, but I couldn't even get past the 120s using Amir. Let's see, who else did I try using? Oh, Diavolo, yeah, I tried using him quite a bit. If you do, there is an inf that's called solo. You can only do it solo. And I think bringing Diavolo to that one actually worked out pretty well. I was able to get pretty far using Diavolo because of his he has one ability that makes everybody, I think it's everybody in his range, go back 4 turns. And so if you put him right at the back and then do his ability, it takes everybody just before they walk through the exit. You can knock everybody back 4 turns, and then they'll get wax slowed, and so you can add like 1 or 2 waves using that method. But that's about it. But having bigger damage doesn't really make that big of a difference, because I've just figured out that I think that when they're when they're spawning at wave, I think it's 133. Excuse me, sorry about that. When they're spawning at wave 133 or 134, they're spawning with so much health that I don't think there's a unit that makes a significant impact. Like Goku, is it Goku? Yeah, it's Goku has a 15 billion health point nuke that I've had people that bring Goku, and like people bring all these nukes that do so much damage, and they'll use them, and they don't even register. The amount of damage that they're doing doesn't even register. You can't even notice on their life bar that damage was done, because there's so much health there. I don't even know how much health it is. It's like it's got to be in the trillions. So it's kind of ridiculous. So doing more damage isn't the trick to getting further. It's finding ways to keep them from reaching the end. And you're not going to kill them. They're just going to stack, tighter and tighter on the road, because the road will be, it'll be, when you click, when it says, do you want to go to the next wave, and you click it and it says too many enemies. It's that situation. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and max out Madara. Then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to max out this guy, but he still needs 4 million. So we'll chill here for a little bit. But you see it's getting pretty close to wave 100, and they're starting to get down the path. And so this is when I come in here, and at wave 101, we're going to go ahead and come in here and turn on the time stop. And I do it, if it's easier for you to do time stop by slowing it down, then of course slow it down to 1 speed. But I've gotten used to doing the time stop at triple speed. So. $39 million every 9 seconds. That's not bad damage. now I have my 8 million that I'm going to go ahead and give to this Gojo here. And then we're going to come back over here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on auto activate on the legendary leader path, so that his icons are always going to be up in my screen, which is maybe annoying to some people, but whatever. And I'm going to go ahead and use Suku right now. Okay. By the way, I don't think I talked about Yami earlier. So his second ability, Yami, it's supposed to cause them to walk backwards down the path to where they were 30 seconds ago, and then spawn 10 units that come out and do some damage. But I frequently I'll use it, and they won't walk backwards at all. They won't. The backwards part is it's not reliable, so I wouldn't count on them walking backwards. But what we're gonna do now, okay, so I just used that time stop. Now we're gonna go to Gojo, and at wave 113, as soon as it hits wave 113, we're gonna use his time stop. And the reason I do it at wave 113 is because then he's gonna reuse it at about wave 124, 125, and then we'll use Pucci, and we'll continue to use Suku as many times as we can. But 113 seems to be the magic number. If you wait too much longer, usually I can get 3 uses of Gojo's time stop if I do it at wave 113. And I'm going to hit it on auto active. So there we go. 113. And I know there's not a whole lot on the screen. It's not really there's not a whole lot of demand for it at this time, but just hitting it on auto active right now and having it, help me out, it works for me. And at about 117, I'm going to go ahead and hit Suku again. It looks like it's fully regenerated, but there's like it's this black area here, you can't tell, but it's not done yet. It's not done regenerating. And so what you'll do, if you hit it, it'll use it, but you'll get no effect, and then you have to wait the full countdown again. Okay, so here we are at 17. I'm going to go ping, and they get slowed again, or they get stopped again for, I don't know, 15 seconds. Whatever 1/3 of 40 seconds is. I'm going to go ahead and hit Yami. Doesn't matter when you hit Yami. If you do it late, if you do it in the 130s, all these spawns that come out, all they do is they hit the first unit and they die, because the units are so strong that these do not make any impact on their life. So if you do it now, at least it does a little bit of a pushback. You'll notice that they didn't walk backwards at all. And even now, look, they're just hitting the first unit and dying. So that was Yami. How exciting, everybody! That was Yami. Alright, and we're almost up here. So it looks like we might get our second Gojo time stop before we hit Pucci. But let's go ahead and hit Pucci and get him ready. So we're going to get him. Now he's ready. See if he's going to get there. I'm going to slow things down because I don't want him racing across the finish line while I'm talking to you guys. Okay, so there we just hit our next time stop. Okay, so By the way, if you don't have your damage maxed out, this is a great way to max out your damage, because right now I have almost 8 trillion damage. So it's a decent way to get some damage if you are looking to get some damage. But I think somebody told me that the damage task has been broken for a while. I've been maxed out for, I don't know, a couple years now, so I don't even think about that anymore. So this yellow dot is the wax slow, and so these, you just saw his wax slow wore off. He should do another one. There he goes. And now it's back on. And I have it on 1 speed, so it should last 36 seconds. And Suku is not yet regenerated, so I can't use that again right now. So I'll probably be using Universe Reset. Oh yeah, I'm definitely using Universe Reset because he's going to make a break for the exit. I like to wait as long as possible to use Universe Reset, just to boost the amount of time that the game goes. I'm going to go ahead and use it. So there's a cutscene or something. I have all those things turned off just so they don't lag out my computer and cause me to crash. Okay, but I hit it, so any second now. Okay, so now my board is empty, and they're all coming out from over there again. Now I'm going to go back to here. Oh wait, Suku. It looks like Suku still has a sliver, so I'm going to wait one more wave. I'm going to wait till wave 130 before I freeze everybody with Suku. To my knowledge, I don't think we're going to be killing. I don't think any more units are going to die. Or if they do die, it's a shock to me, because the units are coming out now. Let's see if I can. So that is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think it's 13 units. So let's see. 10 is billions. So 13 units is going to be trillions. They have trillions of health. They're coming out with trillions of health right now. I am doing 539 million every 9 seconds, which means by the time they get over here, they are not even really damaged. And even when Goku comes with his $15 billion health nuke, it's basically stubbing their toe is all it's going to do. It's not causing any impactful damage. If people want to join you, and you're going to try using this method, if they want to bring Pain, Pain is a pain because he has his own slow unit, and it will override the wax slow. So it'll make, basically the units will speed up, and most of the time you can't get to 135. You can get like to wave 132 or 133, but the pain messes things up. Also, if they want to bring Sakuna, tell them they have to bring a base healing unit, because Sakuna causes damage to the base. And I've had people come and they'll use Sakuna and kill us at wave 80 because they're like, oh, check it out, I have my Sakuna something or other, and they'll do it, and the game will be over. Road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. And he's gonna run all the way to the end. So I'm all out of tricks. I do have, if we can last long enough, we can get one more final domain, but this guy looks like he's intent on getting to the end before that happens. I don't know, it's going to be close. Doobie 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 doo. Shooby doobie 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 doo. And there we are. Game over. What do we get to? Wave 135? Usually it's wave 135. We do end up getting quite a few XP orbs. Anyway, alright, thanks for watching my video, and you guys have a great day.